Butuan, officially the city of Butuan and often referred to as Butuan City, is a highly urbanized city in the Philippines and the regional center of Caraga. It is located at the northeastern part of the Agusan Valley, Mindanao, sprawling across the Agusan River. It is bounded to the northwest and south by Agusan del Norte, to the east by Agusan del Sur, and to the northwest by Butuan Bay. According to the 2015 census, it has a population of 337,063 people. Butuan City was the capital of the province of Agusan del Norte until 2000, when Republic Act 8811 transferred the capital to Butuan City. For statistical and geographical purposes, Butuan City is grouped with Agusan del Norte but governed administratively independent from the province but legislatively administered by the province's 1st Congressional District. Etymology. The name Butuan is believed to have originated from the sour fruit locally called Batuan. Other etymological sources say that it comes from a certain Butuan, a chieftain who once ruled over areas of the present-day city. History. Old Butuan, before its colonization, was known as the Rajanate of Butuan, an Indianized kingdom known for its metallurgic industry and sophisticated naval technology. The Rajanate flourished at the 10th and 11th centuries CE, and had an extensive trade network with the Kampa civilization and the Srivijayan Empire. On 1001 CE, the Rajanate had established contact with the Song dynasty of China. The annual Song Shi recorded the appearance of a Butuan mission at the Chinese imperial court, and the Rajanate was described as a small Hindu country with a Buddhist monarchy, which had a regular trade connection with Kampa. The mission, under a Raja named Kiling, asked for equal status in court protocol with the Kampa envoy, but ultimately was denied by the imperial court. However, under the reign of Shrivata Shaja, the diplomatic equality was eventually granted to the kingdom, and as a result the diplomatic relations of the two nations reached its peak in the Yuan dynasty. Evidence of these trading links are in the discovery of 11 barangay boats around Ambangan in Barangay Libertad, which was described as the only concentration of archaeological ancient ocean-going boats in Southeast Asia. Other evidences of the post of the discovery of a village in Libertad that specializes in gold, deformed skulls similar to reports in Sulawesi, and the discovery of many artifacts by locals and treasure hunters. Colonial period. On March 31, 1521, an Easter Sunday, Ferdinand Magellan ordered a Mass to be celebrated. This was officiated by Friar Pedro Valderrama, the Andalusian chaplain of the fleet, the only priest then. Another priest, the French Bernard Carmot, had been marooned at Patagonia with Wanda Cartagena for being implicated in the mutiny at Puerto San Julian, conducted near the shores of the island. The Holy First Mass marked the birth of Roman Catholicism in the Philippines. Raja Colambu and Siadi were said to be among the first natives of the soon-to-be Spanish colony to attend the Mass, among other Mizawa inhabitants, together with visitors from Butuan who came with the entourage of Colambu, king of Butuan. Controversy has been generated regarding the holding of the first Mass, whether it was held in Limazawa, later in Masao, Butuan City, in the hidden isle made up of barangays Pinamangkilan and Bangkasi inside Butuan. In the latest discovered site in between Agusan del Sur and Surigao del Sur, the small barangay of Barobo, or elsewhere, it is sure, however, that Ferdinand Magellan did not drop anchor by the mouth of Agusan River in 1521 and hold Mass to commemorate the event, which was held at Mizaua, an island separate from 1521 Butuan, which, in the geographical conception of Europeans who wrote about it, was a larger entity than what it is now. Antonio Pigafetta, who wrote an eyewitness account of Magellan's voyage, described in text and in map a Butuan that stretched from today's Surigao to the top edge of Zamboanga del Norte. The first municipal election in Butuan took place in March 1902 in accordance with Public Law No. 82, which coincided with the American occupation of the place. During the Japanese occupation of the Philippines in World War II, more than half of Butuan, if not all of it, was burned when local guerrilla forces attacked the enemy garrison on 12 March 1943 in the Battle of Butuan. On January 17, 1945, guerrillas attacked Japanese troops on the road between Cabadbaran and Butuan to prevent the Japanese garrison at Butuan from being reinforced. When the guerrillas depleted their ammunition supply, they were forced to retreat. Later in 1945, the Philippine Commonwealth troops in Butuan together with the recognized guerrillas attacked the Japanese forces during the Battle of Agusan. On October 20, 1948, still recovering from the war, the entire municipality was ruined by a fire. Modern era. By the late 1940s to the 1970s, Butuan's industries specialized in timber, earning it the nickname, Timber City of the South. The plentiful trees of the area invited many investors to the city, and inspired then-Congressman Marcos M. Callo to file a bill elevating Butuan for cityhood. On August 2, 1950, this was passed, converting Butuan into a city. However, by the early 1980s, the logging industry of the city began to decline, although the city was still an economic haven to many investors. The city's main income by the time frame and until this day depended on small and medium business, and large-scale projects by investors. In February 7, 1995, the city was reclassified from a chartered city to a highly urbanized city. 16 days later, on February 23, the region of Caraga was created by virtue of Republic Act 7901, with Butuan as its regional center, and the provincial capital of Agusan del Norte. In 2000, Republic Act 8811 formally transferred the capital of Agusan del Norte from Butuan to Cabadbaran. However, most provincial offices are still located in the city. Geography. Butuan City has a land area of 81,662 hectares, which is roughly 4.1% of the total area of the Caraga region. The existing land use of the city consists of the following uses: agriculture areas, a forestland, grass, shrub, pasture land and other uses. Of the total forestland, 105 square kilometers is production forest areas, while 167.5 square kilometers is protection forest areas. The forestland, as mentioned earlier, comprised both the production and protection forest. The classified forest is further specified as production forest and protection forest. In the production forest, industrial tree species are mostly grown in the area. The protection forest, on the other hand, is preserved to support and sustain necessary ecological performance. Included in this are the watershed areas in Taguibo, which is the main source of water in the area. The city is endowed with swamplands near its coastal area. These swamp areas are interconnected with the waterways joined by the Agusan River. Most of the swamplands are actually mangroves that served as habitat to different marine species. Filling material needs of the city are extracted usually from the riverbank of Taguibo River. Others are sourced out from promontories with special features and for special purpose. The fishing ground of Butuan is the Butuan Bay, of which two coastal barangays are located. It extends some 2 kilometers to the sea and joins the Bohol Sea. These are the barangays of Lumbocan and Masao. Climate barangays. Butuan is subdivided into 86 barangays, of which 15 are urban and 71 are rural. Barangays 1 through 26 form the poblacion of Butuan City. Demographics. With a total population of 337,063 in the 2015 census, it has an average density of 413 persons per square kilometre, higher than the regional average density of 120 persons per square kilometre. Economy. Butuan City is a commercial, industrial, and administrative center of Caraga region. It is a strategic trading hub in northern Mindanao with major roads connecting it to other main cities in the islands such as Davao, Cagayan-de-Oro, Malaybalay, Surigao, and soon, Tandage. It hosts one of the busiest airports in the country, the Bangka domestic airport, serving around 525,000 passengers in 2012. Cebu Pacific and Philippine Airlines are flying to and from Butuan City. Meanwhile, the nearby Nasipat International Port and in-city Masao Port are providing for its shipping and cargo needs. The total number of businesses registered in 2013 was 9,619, reflecting a growth of 9.86% and almost 3 times that of the next major Caraga city. New businesses registered numbered 2,032 with a combined capitalization of $504,598,667, an expansion of 75.63 from 2012. As further proof of its dynamic economy, Butuan City's local income reached $330,510,000 in 2013, besting other major cities in the country. By 2014, its local income is expected to reach $513,870,000, register a growth of 55%, and total income will be $1,515,970,000. Butuan City was ranked 4th and 16th most competitive city for the years 2012 and 2014 by the National Competitiveness Council of the Philippines. More than 260 financial institutions are operating in the city, such as Metropolitan Bank and Trust Company, BDO Unibank, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Land Bank of the Philippines, Philippine National Bank, China Bank, East-West Bank, Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, Union Bank of the Philippines, Security Bank and May Bank. Rural banks are also expanding aggressively. Based on a report from PDIC, total savings deposit in Butuan City amounted to $18,944,854,000, comprising 45% of the total deposits in Caraga region. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas opened its regional office here to take advantage of the vibrant gold trading industry in the region. Insurance companies, led by Phillim Life, are also present in the city. The city's major agricultural produce are rice, bananas, coconuts, poultry, shrimp, and milk fish. Its key industries include rice milling, food processing, wood processing, furniture, fuel distribution, shipbuilding, and construction. The manufacturing sector will soon get a boost as an industrial park is currently being developed. Butuan has also proven to be a haven for renewable energy with investments in solar and hydroelectric power generation pouring in the city. Butuan is also fast becoming a cosmopolitan city. Currently, there are 3 major commercial centers catering its populace. These are Robinson's Place Butuan, Pure Gold Price Club, and Gaysano. Leading mall developer Edem is expected to break ground in early 2015. High-end real estate developers, such as Philinvest and Vistaland, have started the residential projects in the city. The A. Brown Group is also developing another exclusive community with a 9-hole golf course. More low and medium-cost housing projects are sprouting in the outskirts of the city, evident of the city's strong market for shelter. Famous food brands have also opened shops in the city such as Jollibee, McDonald's, Choking, Greenwich, Manginazal, Red Ribbon, Goldilocks, Jerry's Grill, Max's and B.O.'s Coffee. As for the telecommunications infrastructure of the city, Smart Communications, Globe Telecom, PLDT and Buyantel are able to serve its ever-growing needs. Pre-colonial economy. Butuan City is becoming one of the highlights of the tourism programs in the Philippines, as more and more people, both local and foreign, are discovering the wonders and secrets of this ancient and beautiful city. It is customary for any traveler to learn a little bit of history concerning the place that will be visited, and the history of Butuan City is one of the most fascinating. Unlike other lands whose development only began during the Spanish colonization, Butuan was already a progressive and full-fledged city centuries before the arrival of the Spaniards. Historical records show that as early as the 10th century, the local people were already engaged in trade and commerce with other nations and cultures, like the Kampa and the Srivijaya peoples of Java, Indonesia. This is confirmed by the unearthing of several artifacts such as boats used for plying the trade. During the Spanish and American occupation, Butuan continued to make progress and the number of people who were settling increased steadily. A large number of its inhabitants were converted to Christianity, and in fact one of the issues is whether the first Mass was actually held in the city. Festivities and annual celebrations. Kahimunan Festival. The Kahimunan Festival is celebrated every third Sunday of January in celebration of the city patron Senior Sto. Nino. This celebration is a Butuan version of the Sinulog Festival of Cebu City. Kahimunan is a Lumad term which means gathering. Balangay Festival. Butuan celebrates its annual fiesta, the Balangay Festival, for the celebration of the city patron Street Joseph every whole month of May, with the exact feast day of Saint Joseph on May 19th. The city holds many events such as Summer League Basketball Championship games, Thanksgiving Mass, and more. Butuan Festival. The newest festival is a feast day celebration of Saint Joseph, patron of Butuan, which is held every May 19th. This was created last 2013 as replacement to Balangay Festival during the specific date. Both festivals will still celebrate the feast of Saint Joseph with Butuan focus on the church activities, while Balangay will focus on the city government activities. Cultural festivals. The Cultural Festival, Tourism Consciousness, is a week-long celebration that lasts from the last week of July up to August 2nd in celebration of the Charter Day of Butuan. Abayan Festival. The Abayan Festival, a part of the Cultural Festival, is held in celebration of Saint and patroness of Agusan River, which is celebrated every last Sunday of July. Palagsing Festival. Palagsing is a local delicacy popularly made in Banza, one of the old poblacion of Butuan City. The popularity of making palagsing in Banza is attributed to the abundance of lumbiya, where lumbiya starch is harvested from the palm tree. Another popular ingredient is young coconut meat. The mixture of young coconut and brown sugar make palagsing moist and chewy. They are delicately wrapped by banana leaves and are boiled for 30 minutes to create the soft consistency of palagsing. The Palagsing Festival, usually held on Adlohong Butuan celebration every second day of August. Adlohong Butuan. Adlohong Butuan is the Charter Day celebration of Butuan, which includes a Thanksgiving Mass, motorcade, Palagsing Festival, street party recognitions of outstanding Butuanons and city government employees night. Uno Festival. The Uno Festival is usually held on Adlohong Bantra's celebration every third or fourth week of June. Tourism and attractions. Natural attractions. Agusan River. The Agusan River is the widest and most navigable river in Mindanao. Natives who live on the banks of this river pay tribute to their patroness, Senora Star Anna, every last Sunday of July in the Abayan Festival. Mount Mayape, looming southwest of the Agusan Valley, is this majestic mountain plateau. It rises to 2,214 feet above sea level. Mount Mayape got its name from the ancient Majapahit Empire. The history behind the Srivijaya period bears much meaning and influence of Butuan's prehistoric and archaeological discoveries. Man-made attractions. Ramon Magsaysay Bridge. The old Magsaysay Bridge in Butuan, an arch-type steel bridge built during the early 60s, spans the mighty Agusan River. For years this bridge served as a lone vital conduit of the city to the rest of Mindanao Island until its new, more modern pair came at the city's southern side. The bridge links the main urban center to eastern suburbs of Bananampaon. Balangay boats. The balangays are ancient boats that were found in Butuan. They were excavated in the Balangay Shrine, across the Masao River from Bud Promontory. They played a major role in Butuan because Butuan was, and still is, a port city. Since its discovery, the balangays have become an icon of Butuan. The Kaya and Pinoy Inc. recreated the balangay boats and have sailed it as part of the project, the Balangay Voyage. So far they have only sailed around Southeast Asia. They are planning to sail around the world. Balangay Shrine Museum. The Balangay Shrine Museum, located in Libertad, lays the graveyard of the Balangay one dated 320 AD or 1688 years old. The Balangay Shrine Museum is located at Balanghay, Libertad, Butuan City. This wooden plank-built and edge-pegged boats measured an average of 15 meters in length and 3 meters wide across the beam. To date, 9 balangays have already been discovered in Ambangan, Libertad. 3 have been excavated and others are still in sight. National Museum. This museum is the repository of historical and cultural materials and artifacts that proves Butuan's prehistoric existence and rich cultural heritage. There are 2 exhibit galleries, the Archaeological Hall and Ethnological Hall. Specimens of stone crafts, metal crafts, wood crafts, potteries, goldsmith, burial coffins, and other archaeological diggings are exhibited. At the Ethnological Hall are exhibits of contemporary cultural materials the Butuanon or every Filipino format used for a living. Gingona Park. Gingona Park is the native name for that park. Changes of government, however, resulted in a change of name to Rizal Park. It was contended that Rizal went there and that they named the park after him. Recently, the government of Butuan City, headed by Mayor Amante, reconstructed the park and put the name back to Gingona, as it was he who donated the said park some decades past. Delta Discovery Park. Delta Discovery Park is a newly opened zip line in Butuan. Delta Discovery Park is at Bonbon, Butuan City, a hidden paradise in the heart of the city. It is also known as the longest zip line in Mindanao and in Asia, with a length of 1.3 kilometers. Bud Promontory Eco Park. This historic hill is believed to have been the site where Magellan and his men celebrated the first Catholic Mass on Philippine soil and erected a cross when he landed in Misaur on March 31, 1521. The highest elevation nearest the seaside village of present-day Masao is a wooded area at a bend in the Masao River, overlooking Butuan Bay and ancient Butuan as well as the serpentine Masao River. Today, the indigenous Adlayati tree abound, lording over a clonal nursery and tree park, amidst fish ponds and archaeological treasures. According to the chronicles of Spanish historian Pigafetta, the event took place in the afternoon of March 31, 1521, after the Easter Mass was celebrated in the morning of the same date. 2 Butuan Brother Kings attended these Easter ceremonies. Pigafetta also noted the surrounding fields and barangay boats on the bay that could be seen from the hill. The eco-park was established to provide the people of Butuan and its visitors a place to rekindle the past amidst a relaxing natural setting. Local government. The local government of Butuan City is headed by an elected city mayor and is considered to be the local chief executive of the city. He exercises the general supervision and control over all programs, projects, services, and activities of the city government. He is then accompanied by the lawmaking body of the city, which is called the Sangguniang Panlungsod, headed by the elected city vice mayor as the presiding officer, together with 10 elected Sangguniang Panlungsod members and the president of the Liga Nga Barangay as an ex officio member. City officials. Elected officials 2016 to 2019. Executive Mayor Nga Ronnie Vicente Lagnada, Vice Mayor Jose S. Aquino II, Presiding Officer. Legislative 13th Sangguniang Panlungsod members Omar Andalia, Rima E. Berdios, Cherry May Busaglen Karampatana, Ferdinand Nalcott, Cromwell P. Nortega, Derek A. Plaza, Vincent Rizal, Rosario, Ernest John Sanchez, John Gilane Sr., Nesta D. Amora, Barangay Council, Association of Barangay Captains, President Nesta D. Amora, Vice President, vacant position. Sangguniang Kabataan Federation President, empty position. Vice President, empty position. Note: due to the postponement of Sangguniang Kabataan elections in 2013, there was no sat of SK chairperson for each barangay. Hence, there was no election of offices for the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation Butuan City Chapter. The positions, thus, will remain vacant until SK elections will be held again. Education. Being the regional center of Caraga, Butuan is also the region's center of education. There are 2 universities in the city. The first, Father Saturnino Urios University, a privately run school founded by Rev. Fr. Urios S.J. on 1901. The second, the Caraga State University, main campus, formerly known as the Northern Mindanao State Institute of Science and Technology, is a state-run school founded in 1918. They are among the top 2 performing universities in the region. Butuan City is known for its education competence. Proof of these are in awards earned. Teachers and school staff of the Butuan Central Elementary School, Butuan City Sped Center and Agusan National High School have large-scale exposure to specialization techniques, as well as seminars and workshops to complement, with partnerships like Philippine-Australia Project on Basic Education. There are also Chinese schools in the city like the Timber City Academy and Butuan Faith Christian School. National high schools include the Agusan NHS Tungao NHS San Vicente NHS Libertad NHS Nampaon ISS. The city is also home of the Butuan City School of Arts and Trades, a specialization school in the fields of arts and in vocational courses. As an education hub, Butuan has colleges with a variety of courses. Examples are the Agusan College, Inc., AMA Computer Learning Center, Butuan Doctors College, Street, Joseph Institute of Technology, Agusan Business and Arts Foundation, Agusan Institute of Technology, Asian College Foundation, Balite Institute of Technology, Butuan City Colleges, Butuan City League College, Koryezu Computer College, Eliza R. Ochoa Memorial Northern Mindanao School of Midwifery, Father Urios Institute of Technology of Ampeon, Inc., Grandview College, Holy Child Colleges of Butuan City, Philippine Electronics and Communication Institute of Technology, St. Peter College Seminary, St. Joseph Institute of Technology, IT International College, Butuan Branch, and the Sunrise Christian College Foundation of the Philippines. Big private universities like the Ateneo University and De La Salle University have expressed to put up local branches. Iglesia Ni Cristo and New Era University confirmed that right after the centennial celebration in Bulacan, they will push through with the Noy branches nationwide, including one to be in Caraga.It, Braji, Ampeon. Other schools include the Rainbow of Angels Learning Center, Solid Rock Shiloh Mission Academy, Ampeon Central Elementary School, Angelica Montessori School, Butuan Christian Community School, Florencio R. Sabine Central Elementary School, Libertad Central Elementary School, Obrero Elementary School, and the Ongwayu Central Elementary School.